Hi. So this is my first time making a video and uploading it on YouTube, as you all read in the title of my video today. So I'm going to share with you all about an ebook which I just finished reading. So the ebook that I have read, the title of the ebook is Be Fearless. It's written by Gene Case. So Be Fearless the book is telling about how we are being fearless shows that radical change are more effective than small enhancements and urge us to be bold in trying to make progress. The writer, Gene Case, is actually the first female chairman of the National Geographic Society and one of the first members of the American Online team. Gene Case has been a changemaker for years. Most notably, she and her husband established the Case Foundation, which exists to invest in people and ideas that can change the world. Case believes we need brave people who dare try and solve the world's problem. That's why she wrote Be Fearless, 5 Principles for a Life of Breakthrough and Purpose. She says that daring to go big can bring bigger results than a cautious, conservative approach. At her foundation, the team analyzed many game changers' lives to extract patterns of traits and behavior. They discovered that, contrary to what most people think, you don't need to be rich or privileged to be a trailblazer. Instead, innovators have other common traits. They go out of their comfort zone to make fearless promises with a huge risk of failure, then work hard to stick to those commitments. If they don't succeed, they'll learn from their mistake and try again until they all succeed. So what I found in this Be Fearless book also, that Gene Case, she put 3 life lessons that I think is the most important that I need to share with you all. This ebook, she wrote that the lesson number 1 is to improve life for everyone, head for a revolutionary change, and take huge risks. It means that he stated that in the book that America wouldn't have been the first to land on the moon in 1969 if John F. Kennedy hadn't boldly promised it, even before the technology to do so existed. But in 1961, he announced on national TV that in less than a decade, the USA will accomplish this mission. His leap of faith railed the country to achieve his ambitious goal. So, courageous goal help us overcome the fear that block us from doing great things. By saying you are going to beat the odds, you grab people's attention and take responsibility for what you are promising. Once you give your word, giving up is no longer an option. The lesson number 2 is that question assumptions and pick around corners if you want to find new solutions. She stated that in the book that to make big bets, you need to defy assumptions. Change makers don't settle for answers like that's just the way it is. They commit themselves to look ahead to see what the future holds. One example is the ambitious entrepreneur Elon Musk, who in 2010 promised to colonize Mars by 2030. His detractors said it would be impossible considering today's technology, but this didn't deter Musk from making such promise. Now, he already has detailed plans for the needed spaceship and reusable rockets through his SpaceX project. When founding the online prescription eyeglass retail Warby Parker, David Gilboa and Neil Blumenthal questioned the assumption that getting a new pair of eyeglasses had to be expensive. From humble beginning, the company revolutionized the industry and was recently valued at over $1 billion. So if you question the assumption, try to pick around, try to get the solution to make your idea become a bigger success of your life. So lesson number 3 is get out of your comfort zone and reach beyond your bubble, embracing the new and unexpected. So in this book, Gene Case told us that you can do just fine in your comfort zone, but if you want to be great, you must get uncomfortable. Nobody has ever accomplished game-changing work while feeling comfortable. The first female trustee of the National Geographic Society was Eliza Scidmore. As an audacious journalist and photographer, she succeeded in the realm of men in the 18th and the 19th century. Scidmore was also part of the first Oberlin College class that admitted women and never got married. In Washington, she wrote popular newspaper columns hiding behind androgynous pen names. One day, she boarded a steamship to Alaska and found herself writing the first travel guide to this area. This helped her become the first female member of the board of the National Geographic in 1890. This story also reminds us of the importance of looking beyond our own bubble, traveling to underrated places, considering unique partnership, and involving people from different backgrounds in our work all bring us ideas and tools to change the game. So overall, this book, the writer Jean Case is an enthusiastic advocate for social responsibility and commitment to the environment. In B. Fiala's book, she urged us to adopt a revolutionary approach and get involved in making a global difference for everybody through fascinating stories of people who really made their mark on humanity. She inspired us to be fearless enough to do the same. So here are 3 inspiring concepts that I found in this book, which is the first: we progress more from revolutionary change than from small enhancements, so be audacious and make big bets. So the number 2 is think out of the box by questioning assumptions and peeking around corners to see what the future holds. And the number 3 is greatness doesn't happen by being comfortable, so be prepared to face new and unexpected situations.